leads the line for the home side. He scored twice, you might remember, in Sevilla's 3-0 win over Manchester United at this stage. Made one change to the Arsenal side that began the 2-2 draw with Chelsea. Zinchenko is rested to the bench and Tomiyasu comes in at left-back. No Thomas Partey, he's picked up a muscle injury in training. David Raya starts again in goal, but Aaron Ramsdale is available, having missed the Chelsea game to be at the birth of he and his wife's first child. Of course, our congratulations go to them. Stadium last season. Mikel Arteta, of course, back in his native Spain, says his players have learned the lessons of Lens on match day 2. Glenn Nyberg is our referee, comes from Sweden. This Champions League game, Bayern's 4-3 win over Manchester United last month. You could see how close the referee was having to get to the players there just to make sure that he's heard. The former Manchester City player, Jesus Navas, an absolute legend in these parts. As usual, captains Sevilla. Well, Mikel Arteta. Diego Alonso, who we saw there coaching in European competition for the first time tonight, prior to taking the Sevilla job. He'd only ever coached in North and South America. Well, Group B looks like being very competitive. Match day 3 upon us. A win and a defeat for Arsenal in the Champions League so far this season. 2 score draws for Sevilla. Now they meet each other in back-to-back fixtures that will tell us a lot about their respective champions. Thank you, Reshmin. Good evening, everyone. Well, Seville is putting on a show. 2 stands red, 2 stands white. The banners painstakingly made with love. It is from Stamford Bridge to Seville for Arsenal. After salvaging a point against one of their London rivals, now a switch in focus is required. The Champions League, where the Gunners have suffered only their only defeat of the season so far, beaten 2-1 in Lens on match day 2. They seek to avoid the same fate in Andalusia, where the atmosphere is equally passionate and vociferous. Champions League anthem pretty much drowned out by the Sevilla supporters, who sing their centenary anthem before every game. Written in 2005 by a local musician, it reached #1 in the Spanish charts. It's now synonymous with the club. And when Unai Emery was in charge here, he insisted that every player learned all of the words. They certainly know how to create an atmosphere in Seville. Well, the Spanish media were full of praise for Sevilla's performance in their 1-1 draw with Real Madrid at the weekend. Diego Alonso's first game in charge, and despite speculation he'd rotate tonight, it's the same 11. Sergio Ramos makes his 140th appearance in the Champions League, a competition he's won 4 times. Youssouf En-Nesyri leads the line for the home side. He scored twice, you might remember, in Sevilla's 3-0 win over Manchester United at this stadium last season. Mikel Arteta, of course, back in his native Spain, says his players have learned the lessons of Lens on match day 2. Glenn Nyberg is our referee, comes from Sweden. This Champions League game, Bayern's 4-3 win over